Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Commander Belay, and this is your preview for the Chelsea vs Southampton game, which will be taking place tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 PM against Southampton at the St Mary's Stadium in the Premier League. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting match. Going to be getting to Lampard's press conference, what he said in his press conference. Going to be going over Southampton, how well they were doing in the Premier League. Going to be getting to predicted lineup, score predictions, and how we can tactically beat Southampton tomorrow, and what potential dangers we do face tomorrow. But before I do again, so make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. If you're not here, make sure you comment down below your thoughts, opinions, hit the bell notification so you're notified for every time I upload, and comment down below your score predictions, your predict lineup. And without further ado, let's get straight into it now. Starting off with Lampard's press conference, it was a very, very good press conference. Now, obviously, I wasn't able to watch it, but after seeing it there's a lot of positive things he did mention. Now, first of all, when he arrived, he started by saying how delighted he was that Tammy Abraham is back in the England squad. He said he has all the attributes to go there and become successful. He said there'll be another step for him and a good challenge for Tammy. Lampard is equally pleased about Fikayo Tomori's first England call-up. He deserves it. He's been a dream to work with day in, day out for the last 15 months or so, and it's a great step up, and it's in his hands to go there and show what he shows us every day. He said regarding Southampton on Sunday's game, against Southampton, Lampard says it's a difficult place to go to, and we must match their intensity at the very least if we are to get the result we want. He basically confirmed that Jorginho is our vice captain, and he reiterates what a good character he is around the place, and says it's important to note how much his English has improved. And he finishes by providing an update on N'Golo Kante. This is the main part injury update. The boss says he'll be checked over the next 24 to 48 hours, but the injury is fine, and he is in contention to play on Sunday, and there'll be more online, etc. So yeah, some really good news there. N'Golo Kante hasn't got that injury, and he is in contention to play. So regarding Kante, really good. It's all about recovery stage for him. And the main news for Jorginho becoming our new vice captain, finally the news has arrived, finally. It's been months and months since we've all been crying out for him to be captain. We know Azpilicueta is our first team captain, but for him to be vice captain, his English has improved immensely. You watch him on the pitch, we know his qualities and attributes on the pitch. We know he's a world-class player, but his leadership skills, his directs his teammates where to be at all times. Tactically as well, he reads the game, is that world-class register, and I'm so delighted that he's our vice captain. Hopefully soon, in the near future, he will be our full-time captain, because he completely deserves it. He does love Chelsea. He gets angry, annoyed. He's very passionate, directs people. He has that leadership qualities, and best of all, his English has improved greatly as well. So yeah, it was a really positive press conference by Lampard. So yeah, delighted by that. Now, getting into Southampton, how they've done in the Premier League so far, their lineup, their potential predict lineup for tomorrow, and how we can counter them, and how well Hasenhüttl, their manager's done this season. Now, obviously, Southampton haven't had the best starts to the Premier League. They do sit in 16th position, so it's not the best of starts. They lost their last game against Tottenham. Despite Tottenham being down to 10 men, they still lost the game 2-1, and they lost the game before that as well. They lost previously 3-0 to Liverpool, and lost other results as well, 2-0 to Wolves as well. So they have been on a poor run of form. And also, to add on to it as well, we have had a very good record at St Mary's. We won there last season 3-0. Last couple of seasons been there, we have picked up the 3 points. So our record at the St Mary's Stadium is relatively good. I'm really pleased about our record there. So regarding history, very good. They sit 16th, so they haven't been too good this season. But getting into their predicted lineup now, obviously in the past few games, basically they have a 4. They basically use the 3 at the back formation, 3-4-2-1, with Alexander McCarthy in goal, Yoshida, Hoyt and Bedniak, and the defence, Cedric and Bertrand, Ryan Bertrand and Cedric as the wing backs, Lamine and Højbjerg as the 2 central midfielders, and Gabbiadini and Redmond with Danny Ings up front. Now, we all know Lamina, he isn't actually here, he has gone. This is how they previously line up, but basically these are the current stats. So they use a 3 at the back formation. They could be using a 3 at the back formation, but Hasenhüttl has shown that he's very adaptable. He has used a lot of formations in the past. He's used different types of formations. So yeah, it's definitely something that we have to be wary of. We know that the Southampton top team, Hasenhüttl, when they came to the bridge last season, they caused us a lot of issues, 100%. And yeah, like I said, he's very adaptable, can use many types of formations. 3 at the back formation, but their recent game against Tottenham, they used a 4 at the back formation, and this is the type of formation that I believe they'll be using against us. Gunn, Yoshida, Vestergaard, Bendiak, Ward-Prowse, Bertrand, Højbjerg, Romu, Buffal, Redmond and Danny Ings. Yeah, so like I mentioned, Hasenhüttl, very adaptable. 4-2-out formation, 3-2-out formation. He causes a lot of trouble. He knows how to set his teams up defensively, keep them nice and organised, keep that compact shape. With the 3-2-out formation, it would be wise if we match it tomorrow. Now, for me, I'm not the biggest fan of 3-2-out formation. I believe the 4-3-3 is the way forward, but we know that Lampard, Mr. Flexible, Mr. Adaptable. I think that we should be going for a 3-4 formation because we know how to play it. We used it against Wolves, we've already trialled it, and the players that we have suited to the style of play, suited to the system, it makes sense. With Emerson now injured, Reece James not fully, fully recovered and kind of reached full match fitness. Alonso, he accommodates to that formation as well. It'd make a lot of logical sense for us to use a 3-back formation, but with them, they use their 3-4-1-2, and Hasenhüttl will cause a lot of trouble. They'll be high intensity, they will go at us, they are at home, St Mary's Stadium, they will have the atmosphere on their side, keep that compact shape between the lines, and have that 4-backs, 5 at the back defensively, and when they're attacking, they create the width, the overloads, the wide overloads with their 4-backs, their wing-backs. It's the same thing that we should do to be able to counter that formation, counter that system, and basically really press it and really hurt them as well. But yeah, getting into Chelsea, getting into my prediction lineup. Now we all know after seeing the press conference, N'Golo Kante, it looks like he will be in contention to play the game. Jorginho was made vice captain, so the formation that I'll be going for, like I just mentioned, is the 3-4-1-2 formation with Kepa, Arrizabalaga in goal, Marcos Alonso as a left wing back, right wing back of Reece James, Azpilicueta as the right centre back, Tomori and Kurt Zouma as the 2 central centre backs, Jorginho and N'Golo Kante if he is match fit for this game in the 2 centre midfields, and then I would have the front 3 of Mason Mount left wing, Tammy Abraham up front, and I would have Willian right wing or Pedro. So it's literally the identical formation that we played against Lille, but a lot of players on that team that haven't really played much. They've had a 4 days rest. It's only the start of the season, so fatigue shouldn't really be an issue. Obviously, the reason why I have this is not my preferred lineup, it's the lineup that I believe Lampard will go for. I'm not Mason Mount's biggest fan. I believe that Pulisic should be playing, but I don't think that he will be starting Pulisic. Pulisic needs time to adapt. He needs time to understand Lampard's philosophy, his tactics, etc. So I don't think that he will be starting in this game. However, I do believe Mason Mount will start left wing despite him having a poor performance against Lille. But that's my lineup, and by having this 3-back formation, we counter Southampton's 3-back formation. We keep it nice and compact defensively. If we can create those overloads, if we can create those space in the half space with Mason Mount to operate in, create those width, use his high energy work rate, Kante bombing forward, being that box-to-box midfielder, Jorginho dictating things. We can always bring Cover on as well. We should have a strong bench. Kovacic to bring on later on the game to really control the game, control the tempo, transition the play. We can have Pulisic on the bench as well for injected pace to basically run off the shoulder and get in between get in behind Southampton's defence. We can have Michy Batshuayi, Olivier Giroud as well. Giroud's got a fantastic record against Southampton, so he could always bring Giroud on as well. And yeah, look, we have a good record at St Mary's. We should be winning this game comfortably tomorrow, especially with the run of form Southampton had. They lost to Tottenham. They sit 16th in the table as well. And despite Hasenhüttl being a top manager, he had a really good spell at RB Leipzig. The players, they haven't been too great. And I think that tomorrow we should be getting the 3 points. I think that we will get the 3 points. We're having a good run of form. We beat Brighton last weekend 2-0. We beat Lille midweek as well. Yes, it wasn't the best of performances, but we still got the 3 points. I believe that this is another perfect opportunity for us to get another 3 points in the bag. And it is much needed to keep up the pressure with the rest of the Premier League. And for me, I believe that, we should be getting the 3 points. Now, if you want my score prediction, I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory. Now, again, I believe it will be a repeat of last season. Clean sheet, hopefully 2 clean sheets in the Premier League in a row, hopefully for Kepa. Hopefully have a good performance by him. He's been outstanding recently, especially the criticism he's been coming under. So hopefully we do get the clean sheet and we do get the 3 points. I'm going for a 3-0. Tammy Abraham to get another brace in this game, and I believe that Marcos Alonso will get the winners, will get the 3rd goal as well. So Marcos Alonso and Tammy Abraham to get the 2 goals. That's my prediction. Leave me your score prediction and your predict lineup in the comment section below. If you do enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not here, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.